Hey guys, I just woke up. It's come to my attention, well, it already came to my attention, that, One had its, 3-year anniversary, like a day ago. This video's not gonna come out in time, but it had its anniversary of 3 years, and I'm like, whoa, it's old. It's such an old show already. It's 3 years old, really? It doesn't feel like it's been out that long. But 3 years of One is amazing, and Cheesy said he was going to make more merch, and my bank account will not survive. I already bought one of the shirts, and I have 2 of the stickers from the first lot. I don't have money, guys. The shirts are so expensive in my country. They aren't in America. They're so much more cheap. Please, I just want your America money, guys. Anyway, One. I did say a million years ago that I was going to make a video about One again, and I'm pretty sure it was for the characters. I've already talked about Aerie twice. I talked about Taylor in a video, I talked about Batch 1, Batch 2, and I did make a video on Batch 3, but you may have noticed it doesn't actually exist because I hated it. Also I was sick when I made it, which made it even worse. I'm sick a lot. So, what am I going to talk about for the characters? I want to talk about Batch 3. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk about background characters. I bet none of you were expecting this. Well, I don't really mean background characters, I mean characters that don't really matter too much, like Tomato's mother, or Owen, or Toothpaste, or any of the guys that died horribly in the season 1 of One, which obviously our season 1 of One wasn't their season 1, we had season 2 of One, which was actually season 1, but then season 2 of One did come out. That makes sense? Good stuff. Good job, everyone. Yeah, the background characters, or secondary characters, whatever you want to call them, are very important to the show. I know it focuses on good old Liam and Bryce and the gang, but they aren't the only ones that make the show the show. It's good to have background characters and secondary characters that elevate the show. Like, for example, Owen. He wasn't too important. You saw him in the first episode, he said goodnight to Liam, which established the fact that Liam's name was Liam, which is, you know, a good building. You get introduced to Liam immediately, without, like, it just having to introduce his name. A co-worker of his just says goodnight to him. That was good. That could have been, anytime I saw Owen, I would have been like, cool. But no, he also appeared in I don't actually know what episode it is. I assume it's called A Toast. I forgot which number it was. I know it's in season 2. Where Liam meets Owen again, back on Earth, and he's like, whoa man, I thought you died. And he's like, no, I'm in Australia. I found that really funny. Then he snaps his fingers and it's like, Mr. Worldwide. It's just a fun interaction between 2 friends, and they have Bryce and Liam then have a conversation about Owen. It's good. It also makes 118 better, because obviously when Leo goes to the computer and sees all the people, when he sees Owen, he's like obviously very angry, because you understand from the other episodes that they are good friends. Speaking of the season 3 contestants, which included Owen, there was also Kylie, I think her name was, who was like, I think she was a mustard bottle that worked with Bryce. So we've established that the characters are people that are very close to the characters we know, which means Bryce and Kylie must be good friends at work, I'm assuming. Even though sadly we barely saw them interact because she was just kind of a background character in Bryce's flashback scene. But it was still nice. It's good to know that them 2 are friends. There was also the watermelon guy for Senti, who we never saw, because we never got a Senti backstory. So we don't know who this character is to her. But Cheesy didn't have any characters for Senti, so he kind of just had to make someone. And he looks like a nice guy. I'm assuming they're either friends or family. I'm assuming just friends, because I don't know the, like, similarities between a watermelon and a scented candle. You know, family-wise, because Tomato's mother is also a tomato, so you'd assume Senti's family would be candle or light related, not watermelon. So I'm assuming they're just friends, which is nice. Well, that's saying that it could still be her dad or something. He could just not look anything like her. Her mother could just be another candle. He was just there, I guess. I don't know. Obviously, Tomato's mother was one of the characters. As we know, it's his mother. If she was gone, he wouldn't have a good time, because we didn't see no father in the opening scenes of 1. We just saw his mom and him, and then he got stolen, but then he was back like the same day, so it was fine. If his mother was gone for a long time, that would be really bad. For Moldy, we had Parker. I'm sorry if I keep calling the characters' names they're not their names and then their actual names. It's confusing for me to remember which one I'm referring to them as. So Moldy or Charlotte, I don't really care. Her person for the season 3 was Parker. Obviously, we had an entire end scene, which took like as long as the actual episode, for them to interact. So you could tell that they were very, very close friends, considering Parker gave her so much money. And even though they had an argument, I'm sure Moldy still really cares about Parker, and Parker still really cares about Moldy. So that wouldn't be very good if Parker got stolen away. It would have been nice to see Moldy's other friends as well, but you know, that is asking for a lot. I like to ask for a lot, apparently. But yeah, that Parker, who am I missing? Oh yeah, I forgot about Taylor, my favourite character. I completely forgot she existed. Oh no! Poor Taylor. Her friend was the stocking. I think it's a stocking, it looks like a blue stocking. I think her name was like Charis or something. It was a really complicated name to me. But yeah, they used the exact same image as Taylor on the database, but obviously Taylor's cut out of her image and Charis is cut out of Taylor's image. So they're clearly best friends in high school or whatever school you go to when you're like 16 or 17, however old Taylor was. But yeah, they're clearly good friends. So I think if Taylor is back, as we all know, she got back ages ago. If her friends disappeared, that wouldn't be good, because then she would assume either she got kidnapped, which she would have, or got sent to the plane, which would have made for a very interesting story. I would have loved to see that. I kind of really wanted a season 3, because that would have been cool, but you know, Eri kind of died. I think that's all the characters. Liam, Bryce, Moldy, Senti, Tomato, Taylor. Yeah, that's everyone. You see my priorities with characters and their names. I completely ignore Senti and Moldy's name for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, they all had special connections to the season 3, or what would be the season 3 contestants, and that's why it was so important for most of them that we had a flashback scene or some other kind of scene that had those characters in, so you could tell how much they meant to our main characters. It was good, and background characters are important. Obviously there was also the characters from season 1, like the button, the cane, I think it was a cane, toothpaste, calculatory, the other ones that I can't remember. And even though we only really saw 2 of them, that being toothpaste and God, I can't say the calculator name. There we go. Even though we only saw those 2, they still had a good lead into how long it had been since the first season, and just other good background information. Like how toothpaste was French. That just means that Eri could take people from anywhere he wished to. It wasn't just America that he had to get people from, it was all around the world. But he went for Americans and then one French guy, which I found really funny. He just hated the French that day. But that's the importance of the background characters. Obviously there was a few other background characters, like those medicine bottles that took Liam, the people in the van who looked very silly. Just background characters that do literally nothing, like the chess pieces that we saw in the first episode. It's just good to have characters in the background. Even the pear guy, I'm pretty sure it was a pear, he just threw trash in a trash bin. It was good. It's good to feel alive with the city of San Francisco and any of the other places they went. I guess the background characters could also lead into episode 14 with the different universes. They were background characters. They were still so interesting. But yeah, that's all we're going to talk about today. This video is actually a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. But that's okay, forgive me. This has been a little video about how important the background characters of 1 is, and also congratulations to 1 for having a 3-year-old birthday. I said that really weirdly. Congratulations 1, happy 3-year anniversary. Cheesy, I donated money on your live stream and you ended it. Please say hi to me. I'm a big fan. I mean, you already did say hi to me in a sticky note, but yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. If any of the 1 crew watches this, please say hi to me, on Twitter or in the comments. I like saying hi to people. Even if you aren't from the 1 crew, say hi to me, or just comment. I just like getting comments, that makes me feel happy. Quick tangent, I got a comment on my LGBT video, and it was the funniest thing ever, so I had to pin it. So if you want to look at that comment, you can go back to the LGBT video. It should be pinned still. I hope it's still pinned. I hope they didn't delete it, because it's really funny. Anyway, I've been your Cursed Plague Doctor. I'm very tired, and I have to go to college now. So I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.